What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another updated deck profile featured on the YGO Omega Beta. This time I'm revisiting the fan favorite Dark Magician deck that everyone has loved since the start of the series. Although it isn't as meta as everyone would hope, it can be a fun deck, and as expected it is one of the two decks that were probably meant to run the new Red Eyes Dark Dragoon as opposed to every deck with access to Verta and Anaconda. Not much has changed honestly with the available cards we got since my last video back in Link Evolution. Red Eyes Dark Dragoon is the only notable addition, and honestly it is a little better in this deck mainly because you do not have to use Red Eyes Fusion to summon it. You can search Secrets of Dark Magic to fuse Phantazmay with Dark Magician, although you only get one monster pop so it isn't recommended, but the option is there. Along with that change, the other notable one I personally made was the introduction of plenty of hand traps. While some of them may be rare to activate in certain matchups, you can use them as fusion materials since Effect Veiler and Droll are spellcasters, and Fantastic is a dragon for Dark Magician and Dragon Knight. Droll personally has worked wonders for me against some of the current decks such as Drytron, so running it wasn't too out of pocket. The deck still retains the goal of forming a control board of sorts, looping Dark Magician Revives with Eternal Soul to trigger Dark Magical Circle to banish the opponent's cards. This is once per turn, so some decks can push through it, hence the need for the hand traps. If you can summon the Dragon Knight, whose name counts as Dark Magician, in the graveyard or field, this protection effect will be amazing since losing Eternal Soul means losing your monsters. Dark Dragoon is immune to this as expected, so summoning him to provide a negate with the banish is recommended. I did mess with Magician of Chaos at one point, who is also good to revive with Eternal Soul, but he is a potential brick, so he isn't recommended unless you focus on him completely. Other things in the deck remain the same, such as maxing out on your search cards Magician's Rod, Soul Servant, and Dark Magical Circle in a way. The small spellbook engine helps to give us another normal summon with more draw power, since we want to get to our combo as soon as possible. I ran Magician's combination because I do like the idea, but it was rare to land except for triggering its secondary effects, so you can replace this with Illusion Magic or something else. Dark Magic Attack is also another good searchable option from Eternal Soul, but can be matchup specific. The main goal of the extra deck outside of fusing will be using Dark Magician as a link material to make Eternal Soul live again. Outside of that, you can run whatever helps you best in certain situations, but this is the well-rounded option. Access code after Selene or Unicorn can be devastating, and Verta Anaconda gives you that easy access to Dragoon when needed. You can also tech in Magicalized Fusion if you want to run Quintet Magician or something else. Onto the replay, I am going first against a rare 10E deck with a semi-decent hand. Getting both Eternal Soul and Dark Magical Circle right away isn't always guaranteed, but just making the steps to get them should always be a priority. Luckily, Fantastical has a unique hand fix effect on summons, so we can technically achieve our combo on our opponent's turn while having some protection. Soul Servant helps set this up and gets really good later on when you get its effects targets out of the deck. I would drop Fantastical immediately most of the time, but there was the fate knowledge I had that 10E decks could sometimes go into multiple link monsters, so I decided to wait for the second one to gain even more health. I don't think it was visible in the replay, but I think I did stack Dark Magician on top of the deck with Circle for Fantastical to draw into. If not, Soul Servant would be the next way to do this, but thankfully I didn't need to. With this, we have our combo set up, but I do try to be careful here, as if Eternal Soul is removed, all of our monsters get destroyed. The 10E Spirit monsters have secondary effects when the non-effect monsters aren't targeted or destroyed, so I decide to wait for the effect links themselves. Fantastical also helps being on the field for his secondary protection effect via discard, which unfortunately is going to be Red Eyes Fusion. It does look intimidating on how many monsters are hitting the field, but worst case scenario we still have Servant to stack our next draw and draw another card afterwards. That's going to be it right here though, a pretty decent showcase of the deck defensively on turn 1 without Dragoon. I hope you guys enjoyed the rest of the video, make sure to like and comment, and I'll catch you guys next time.